Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about a Unchained Orc Barbarian build. So first off we'll get into what the character is himself. So this is a stereotypical Orc Barbarian in every way. Super dumb, low int, low wisdom, low charisma, not because I tanked it, but just because that's what you get with an Orc. This Orc grew up in a clan way out in the wilderness. However, he was abandoned because he actually did not just want to randomly kill people, because his whole entire clan actually worshipped Ravagug. Now he still worships Ravagug, but not because he thinks Ravagug is great. He just thinks there's a cool name, and he's actually too stupid to know what was going on. He left the clan not because they were, sacrificing people to Ravagug and doing all this weird shit. He left because, he just thought that the orcs were kind of a-holes. Very odd. Very odd person. And he just kind of wanders around as a mercenary for hire until he finds whatever group, I'm assuming you guys, whatever group or campaign setting you guys want to use this in. So I made this at level 13 because that's the average. That's going to be the average level that most people make it to in a Pathfinder campaign. Most of the time it does not go to level 20. So for reference, chose Wild Rager, meaning that if you don't know what a Wild Rager does, it's actually pretty hilarious. If you ever get reduced to 0 or fewer hit points, you have to attempt a will save, otherwise you become confused because you have uncontrolled rage. So then for the remainder of the current turn, she attacks the nearest creature other than herself. So that just kind of plays into the whole, like, it literally just so dumb, has no clue what the hell is going on. Even when it rages, it hardly can even control it, right? It really plays. Now this can be kind of a setback, but it's pretty fun from like a roleplay perspective. Wild fighting is pretty cool. You get an extra attack and a -4 penalty to AC, so this again fits into the Barbarian. Is I don't need AC, I'm just gonna, have a massive health pool. Rage conversion. A wild rager who fails a saving throw against any mind effect can attempt a new saving throw at the beginning of the next turn. So this is pretty good against mind control and stuff like that. So wild rager overall is pretty good. This first thing you're gonna see could really go wrong because yeah, once you see some of these stats, you're gonna be like, oh my god, please, for the love of God, don't become confused. So anyway, going on to the ability scores, just pumping up the strength, pumping up the con, just so I can get raging vitality, stuff like that. If we're now quickly going into the feats, because the feats are actually pretty simple. Improve critical falchion, this is just to give you an insane crit range of 15 to 20. Power attack, very standard stuff. Raging vitality, this just makes it to where you don't lose your con bonus and you keep raging even when you go unconscious. This is going to help you just to make sure you don't die. After that, all extra rage powers, because rage powers are fun, so let's do that. So the first rage power you can go for, I would say, now, I would probably go maybe for like the beast totems, uh, just because, well, actually, I don't even know if that's necessary. So I go for the beast totems just in case you get disarmed, and this one right here gives you a +4 to natural armor while raging, so that like really helps actually. You also get the pounce ability and a D8 claw damage while raging as well. So like you can pounce on somebody and then pull out your falchion, right? Like it gives you a lot of versatility in that way. Then I like to take reckless stance. Now the reason for this is that at an AC penalty, but it gives you a +5 to attack, so you can undo the power attack penalty with this. Increased damage reduction. The reason why I take this, I actually took this twice, and the reason for it is simply because you have literally like no defenses. Like your AC, when you see what my AC is, whenever I'm fully buffed, you're gonna be like, holy crap. So you need a way, you're gonna be getting hit all the time, so you need a way to reduce it. So you need to have a huge health pool and you need to have a lot of DR. Superstition, this just gives you a +5 to will saves when it comes to mind effects. Resist spells and spell-like abilities. So this is just kind of just a +5 to your will save in a way. So it's pretty good. It gives you, bumps you up to a +15. Guarded life, you can convert 26 HP into non-lethal damage when they come to 0. It's pseudo DR. Um, you know, guarded life greater, double the hit points. Guarded stance, if you ever do need to buff your AC, you can then go +4 dodge bonus to AC while raging. And you can switch your stance up from reckless to guarded. Kind of gives you that versatility of, okay, my health's getting low. I'm gonna try to not, not die. Now, granted, from a roleplayer perspective, maybe you just go out fighting. So maybe you never use this. Maybe we should actually take this off. No, I'm just kidding. It's useful. You don't want to just play so dumb that you die. That's no fun for your group, especially if you're kind of like one of the main damage dealers. So you get some pretty cool stuff. Dangerousness, bonus on reflex saves and AC versus traps, and perception versus surprised. Damage reduction, greater rage, +1 to rage attack and damage bonus, will save, and temp HP. Okay, so that's kind of all the stuff I'm taking. So I would take probably the beast totem stuff first, because and then I would take improved critical. Well, actually, I'd probably take power attack, then improved critical, then raging vitality, and then I'd start taking extra rage powers on the level up. And then I would take the beast totems. You could actually take superstition first and then take the beast totems, or actually I think you might need to be level 8 before you take this. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, yeah, so you can take superstition, which is pretty good. Then probably the beast totem stuff. Then I'd probably take either reckless stance or increased damage reduction. And then if you're feeling kind of squishy and you're having trouble surviving, maybe go guarded stance first. You're gonna kind of have to. This is really what you want, but you're gonna have to kind of, you know, see how the campaign's going, how your DM's going to know, okay, do I need more defense or not, etc. So, getting into skills, just intimidate, perception, swim, climb. That's like you're an orc barbarian. What the hell else do you need? Like, you don't need survival. I mean, I put a point to ride just for craps and giggles and handle animal, but like, intimidate, perception, just so you can see things coming. This is just too important of a stat to tank. I mean, if you wanted to, you could actually just take that down to a 1. That would be really funny thematically to do, actually, because that's, keep in mind, you don't have to min-max. You can actually just have low stats just for fun. Just, for the roleplay, right? Because this character is supposed to be about as dumb as they come. Alright, so going into in-play, so we have a 32 strength, a 10 dex, and a 21 con. Or actually, sorry, armor. So we're going to go celestial armor. You're going to have 140,000 gold pieces, so this is just going to be really good, because celestial armor is pretty much treated as light armor, so it doesn't mess with you in your barbarian stuff. So, or yeah, because it's +3. Yeah, it's +3 chainmail. It has a bigger max dex bonus, and etc. etc. Magic gear, you want a belt. I go strength and con because I know my AC is going to be crap no matter what. So you might as well just go for the extra health. Like, it's better to just have 234 HP other than trying to buff your AC, because unless you try to buff your AC, aka you're not raging, you're not going to have a high AC. Your AC is going to be absolutely abysmal. Boots of speed, this is just for extra attacks. So Cloak of Resistance buffs your saves. Headband of Havoc. This is pretty cool because I put it on Reckless Stance, but you can put it on whatever you want. It just makes it to where one of your rage powers, Axe, is 4 levels higher, so it's pretty good. Okay. Weapons, +5 Furious Falchion. If you don't know what Furious does, whenever you're raging, it makes this 2 higher than what it would normally be. So believe it or not, if you actually turn on Rage, if you did not know, this becomes a +7 weapon, which literally, like, I'm not certain any other class can do that, because normally +5 is the max, but with the Barbarian, +7 is the max. So now, let's go ahead real quick. We're gonna look at our stats. So we have we have 3 attacks, just base, 23, 23, 18, 2d6 plus 21. That's our base. Hasted, we can get 29, 29, 24, 19. Power attack, we're now up to 2d6 plus 33. Raging, 2d6 plus 38. Reckless, and then you see 30, 30, 25, 20. So if we want to tank our AC a little bit here, we can go 35, 35, 30, 25. Keep in mind, this is only level 12, 13. This is nuts. This is buku attack bonus. And then we can do wild fighting. So you'll see that you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks, and at level 12 a plus 23 is going to hit. So keep that in mind. Even though this seems kind of like it's dropping off, this is an effective, holy crap, let me see here. So let's see, 2d6, so 12 plus 38 is the maximum damage. Multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 5. So you have 250. So the average damage is going to be around half of that. So that means you're going to be dealing about 125 damage a turn on average with this character. Because let's be real, what the hell has an AC high enough to do a plus 33? Like, come on. Like, this is just, that's nuts. Like, that's nuts. 2d6 plus 38. So, and then when you think about, remember, your Falchion has a 15 to 20 crit range. So then you're going to be critting like way more and be doing double damage, or depending on how your group does crit charge, you're going to be doing buku damage just running at them. So yeah, that's kind of the way that goes. Armor, the heck? Yeah. Oh, and then also, I forgot, I have enlarged person permanent seed on me, so you want to get that as well. Get enlarged person permanent seed on you. You're large. You have a 10-foot reach, plus 13. It's like you're just an absolute monster. Let's see. So what does? So in play with everything active, you have an 11 AC. That's why I said, like, you know, trying to buff your dex and stuff. Like, some people might say get like strength dex or something. No, it's the plus 3 you get at level 12 is not going to stop you from being hit. You're going to have 14 AC even if you went for the dex, so it's just better to go strength con. Because you also get 7, you have DR7 while you're raging as well. So that means if something attacks you 3 times, you're reducing its damage by 21. Like, nothing's really going to be able to kill you too well, especially if you have a healer. When this creature makes a charge, it can make a full attack. So remember that too, because you have the pounce. When you make a charge, you can make a full attack. That's pretty nuts, right? Pretty nuts to be able to charge at something and then attack it 5 times. So alright, well, that's going to do it for this. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's just pure stereotypical barbarian. But yeah, let me know how it goes if you decide to use this. Thanks.